Welcome everybody. If you're new, this is my that was my Connie Corso running off. And oh, I'm sorry guys, I jumped online in the wrong time. Sorry, that was my Rottweiler you just saw. She's trying to relieve herself. So as soon as she gets done, we'll reintroduce her. All right, what's going on, Storm Malicious? So these guys are ready to go for their workout. So I changed things around a little bit because I wanted you guys to see the chaos that ensues. You actually missed half of the most of the chaos because once my dogs find out they're getting ready to go for a run or getting ready to go exercise, they love it so much that they just go nuts. And so a lot of times they turn their energy on each other, and they do this whole like rough play fighting and growling and stuff like because they know they're getting ready to do something that they love, and for some reason they get so excited they turn their energy on each other. Luckily, it's not serious, but it is sounds pretty rough. So I wish I would have jumped on a little bit earlier so you can see that. But this is kind of what the before we go out for. He's interested in the neighbor because they're more on the lawn, but I'm very happy that he's not running off to the fence line and to go attack him, while he's doing the yard work. That's been a work in progress. So if you have dogs that are struggling to kind of follow your lead, and you notice that they're like bothering your neighbors by attacking the fence line, which is inappropriate. I mean, it's okay to guard your property because these dogs, that's what they do naturally, is they guard. This guy, I say guy, but my girl over there, she's a little bit different. This Cane Corso is all about the guarding of the property, so. But he can overdo it too, you know what I'm saying? If your neighbor's just mowing the lawn, come on, man, you ain't got to tear down the fence to go chop his head off. Leave him alone. You've seen him 1,000 times. There's no need to do all that. So I've been working on him. So see how he's just kind of like chilling right now? That's what I want. It's just your neighbor. Now, if it was an intruder, somebody trying to break in, okay, fine. That's when you turn down the fence to make sure they, don't break in or whatever. But his reaction has been overkill. So I've been working on that, and it's working out pretty good. You see how he's chill, right? So he was interested. He heard the neighbor start up the lawnmower, but he didn't like go and tear down the fence. However, they also know they're getting ready to go for a run. So Leah QB26 said, hi, what's going on? FSA, what's going on? How are y'all? Awesome. Yeah, so we're getting ready to go for this exercise, and my dog, my Rottweiler, she was a little bit sore, but as soon as I said let's go for a run, she perked up, y'all. She didn't do nothing. You want to go for a run? Oh, see, there it is. I knew it. You were ready to go, weren't you? Yeah, my girl ready to go. Shoot, man, you can't tell her nothing. Look at that. There's that excitement I was talking about right there. Once they find out they want to run, they're like, oh, let's just go rough. And you can see it. They're not really biting each other. I mean, she's tugging on them, and they're going back and forth. It sounds very, very aggressive, but they're really not truly going at each other. Now it could turn bad. Like if I don't jump in, hey, that's enough. Hey, that's enough. If I don't jump in, it could get bad. But notice they listen. Well, they did listen to me for a second. All right, Storm, that's enough, baby. Hey, Storm. And so y'all know that my ultimate, if they don't listen to me when I tell them to stop, and they get too carried away, this is my go-to. You hit them with that water gun, cuts out all that mess. Cuts it all out. So watch this. Let me show you what I'm talking about real quick. Hey. I'm just gonna grab it. Hey, chill. You better chill. Stick them up. All right. I didn't even gotta squirt the gun, y'all. And they stopped. This is my secret weapon, y'all. Get you a super soaker too. So sometimes dogs, they get into their head. They like to play, man. They get all, excited, and they won't even listen to you. So you have to find something that will break that cycle or whatever stimulus that's got them going crazy. And for me, the super soaker is the way to go with that. So hey, I've got 3 dogs. Which you're seeing my 2 big ones. I got a small one inside the house. But handshake, yeah, brother. But yeah. Rain, where you going, buddy? Don't you want to go for a run? You don't want to go for a run? He said, nope, I'm going inside the house. Oh, man, now she got to take it down. You know what? I'm actually glad that she's doing her business right now, though, because we'll get down halfway down the highway, and next thing you know, she got to go so bad, and then sometimes she don't even really let me know, and so she'll be running and pooping, and I'm like, girl, you can't do that. And I got to go back and drive back and go pick it up. You know what I'm saying? So I'm happy that she's kind of worked a little bit of it out. And he pooped early this morning. He's not gonna stay in the house too long. I think my wife must have woke up or something, so he went inside there. But he hates missing things. So if you have a Connie Corso, you know what I'm talking about. They don't want to miss a thing, not a thing, right? They're beside you on every turn you make. If you get up to go to the bathroom, they right beside you. If you go back and lay down, they're right beside you. So Connie Corsos are like that. They just like that. So hey, Edwin, Rain is actually a Cane Corso, which he's in the house right now. And then obviously, unless you are unfamiliar with dogs, this pattern is the classic pattern for a Rottweiler. They got the black over their black coat, but they have these brown accents along their jawline right here on both sides. They have a little bit of brown on their muzzle. It's kind of more of mahogany, and they have two brown spots over their eyes. I know, baby. Is you my sweetie? Is you my sweetie? They also have this classic, triangle shape marking on their chest, and then they have these brown accents on the bottom of their feet. So that's your classic Rottweiler pattern. Now, whether she's the American versus German, I don't know, guys. Yo, if you can educate me on that again. I've heard people talk to me about it multiple times, and I just still can't get it. I can't get it, y'all. I don't know if I have an American Rottweiler or a German Rottweiler, but either way, it's a Rottweiler. Her mama was Rottweiler. My daddy was Rottweiler. I'm a Rottweiler. Mama call him Rottweiler. I'm gonna call him Rottweiler. Oh man, so I know that my dogs are really disappointed at me right now because they're like, listen, you told me that you were gonna give me a run and an exercise, and I came out here for all this, and you talking. That's what they saying. My dogs are saying, why are you talking so much? You said we were gonna go for a run. Ain't that right, big girl? You promised me a run. I'm sitting here listening at you blabbergasting and talking and all that good stuff. And the Connie Corso just gave up. He said, man, forget you. I'm going in the house. Thank you so much, Cam to Goat. He says that you raised them so well. Thank you so much. She's beautiful. Thank you, Edwin. Did it ever bite you or anyone? No, not my Rottweiler. Now, she does have this weird thing where, here, let me show you real quick. Hey, big girl, give me a hug. Give me a hug. Give me a hug. Oh, she's not even doing it. Give me a hug. Wow, normally you'd be like growling by this time. If I I think I'm holding this phone, y'all, but if I were to put my arms around her, like around her body in a very kind of a dominating way, and I don't mean like a bad way, just mean like I'm just surrounding her, she kind of protests that, and she'll growl at me really, really, really stern while simultaneously licking me. She's not really saying that oh, the Connie Corso came back. I knew he wasn't going to stay gone too long. Did you get jealous? Did you get jealous? The Rottweiler was getting all the love and you wasn't getting any? So my dogs are always jealous, man. So I have to work on that. That's the one thing I work on is, look, you will watch the other one get some affection and you're not going to have a hissy fit. Because the point is, I want to have peace in my home. And these dogs, if you don't stay on top of these behaviors, man, they'll tear up your house. You gotta do what you gotta do, y'all. And I don't mean don't like abuse your dog. Please don't abuse your dog. You just gotta find out what it is that you gotta do to make things better for you. So sometimes you do have to raise your voice so that they can understand, because they understand the tone of your voice. They don't understand the words. You could be saying the most horrific things on the face of the planet, using all kinds of bad words in a very nice way, and they won't know the difference. They'll be like, okay, that sounds good. You called me an idiot, okay? Or you can say the very nicest thing in the world at a very aggressive, high tone, and they will think something's wrong. So they care about tone. They don't care about the words. You can cuss them out. They don't care. That does nothing, absolutely nothing. But raising their voice can be a tool to help with correcting behaviors. So I do that a lot whenever they're not acting. If they're not acting the way I want them to, sometimes I raise my voice, and they know that I'm serious, and they oblige. So my neighbor's mowing the lawn, so I don't know how much you can hear this, but I'm not going to stay on too long, guys, because I promised them. Look, I promised them I was going to take them for a run, and so if you're new, I'll take. Come on, guys, let me show you what I do real quick. Come on, let's go for a run. We're actually going to go this time, Storm. She don't believe me, y'all. She like, I'll see it when I believe it. I believe it when I see it. Connie Corso, on the other hand, he's always going to be there. He's going to follow me. So this is what I do, y'all. So I take this golf cart, right? And here's the other leash. I was looking for the other one. And I just put it on my dogs. You know what I'm saying? And this is the kind of leash I showed y'all last week. I think I use a slip leash like this. And so basically, this when they pull away, it gets tighter on the neck, and that's just to keep them in line and control. Okay, but what I do have is I have a safety, right. This little thing right here keeps it from going too tight because you don't want them to be completely choked out. So that's as tight as it gets right there. It won't go past that little notch there. Okay, I love this leash. And when you offer the dogs correction, they'll listen. It may take a bunch of times, it may take repetition, but eventually the dogs will start trotting right alongside. And the other thing you got to be careful is these tires, because if they see something like a squirrel or whatever, they want to run after it. So you have to correct that behavior too. Say nope, you're not allowed to go after when we're working out. You're not allowed to get off track. Unfortunately, it would be fun to go chase that squirrel, but you're not allowed to do that while we're on this because it's not safe for you. You know what I mean? So you have to offer them that correction. And this tool here, this leash, is the way I do it. I give it a gentle tug, or if they're pulling on it, it may be a little bit more than gentle. As long whatever pressure is required to give them the message that you want them to have, no more and no less. Okay, we're not out here yanking dogs around and breaking their necks. That's not the point here. We ain't trying to break my dog's neck. We want to actually change behavior, right? So no more and no less. That's the goal. That's why I have a fail safe on this leash. We're not trying to overdo it. So my Rottweiler, she's still unbelieving that we're actually going to go on this run. That's why she's like hanging back. With good reason, because I ain't even started the engine yet, y'all. I'm sitting here blabbing. So she's like, whenever you stop talking, Daddy, we can go for our exercise. And this guy, he believes everything. He like, oh, whatever you say, I'm right there for it. I'm all for it. Oh, man. But y'all, I appreciate y'all for hanging out with us today, and I thank y'all for the 11 likes. We try to do content here. We do, most days I try to talk a little bit about a topic, or try to share some of the things that I learned raising my dogs. Because, like I said, I'm not a trainer or anything, but I do try to. I've ran across a couple of things that I think is worth sharing to make sure your dogs are safe. So if you happen to know about these things, it could be actually life-saving for your dog. So I try to pass on that little tidbit of information. And if I can entertain you in the process, I'm down with it. I've got shorts for that purpose, for entertainment. I try to do some like comedy stuff, whatever. I'm not a great comedian or anything like that. That's not my trade, but I do try to make things, and some of it's like fanfare, where I just try to show off how they look and their bodies and all this stuff, the muscle. Okay, you believe me now? Are you ready to go? So, but anyway, we're not gonna. Oh, she's like, I don't know. Are you really gonna take us, Daddy? You can see she's got a little bit of a limp, y'all. That's what I was talking about earlier. So that means on our run, we can't go too hard. We gotta take it easy with her. But she needs exercise regardless, even though she's got some like they call it osteoarthritis in human beings, like some arthritis going on in her hips. She's not old, y'all. So don't get it twisted. I don't have an old dog, but unfortunately, I think there's some genetic issues going on with her. And her mother has it too, I think. So, but I don't want to overdo it. I don't want to make it worse. Give her the exercise that she needs to make her happy and satisfied. Because once they've been exercised, y'all, these dogs are much happier. I mean, they're happy now, but wait till they get their exercise. When we come back and they have released that energy and they get that food in their bellies and they're ready to rest and digest, man, you talking about these dogs are happy as a mug. They are happy. Okay, so that's what you want. And it takes 30 minutes of my time, whatever. It's okay. 30 minutes ain't bad. I mean, they're giving up on me. They're like, oh, okay, they've given up. Dad's not. He's just talking. He's not gonna take us on the exercise, on a run. Man, I'm telling you, it's a pretty day. We're in Texas, Central Texas, and usually it's hot as all get out. But right now, it's a perfect time for them to run. Perfect time for them to get. The pavement is not hot on their paws. I mean, this is a good time to do it. So, I know, guys, I haven't really engaged too much with the audience. Brad Pitt is sleeping in my bed. Brad Pitt, oh, my goodness. Brad Pitt is a pit bull. Whoa. So, I'm going to go back and try to read them on the when I post this up later. But thank y'all for hanging out with us. We're here pretty much every Sunday morning. We try to come in and show y'all the dogs. And a lot of times we do get into discussions. Like if we have some, oh, my baby. If we have some, like, information, like, important stuff to talk about these dogs or any other dog, we talk about it. Sometimes I have trainers come on and they share information, which I think is very valuable. My baby, she happy. Oh, my baby. Oh, no, she rolling and show me her belly. She doing the whole submissive thing. Look at that, y'all. Showing me her belly. My baby. And look at the Connie Corso just watching. That's what I want. Nobody get upset. Why she gonna get upset? Your turn, big boy. You wanna give me some love? Yeah, give us some love. Tell everybody goodbye. Say, hey, thank y'all for watching us. Say, thank y'all for watching us. No, you don't want to thank nobody? You don't want to thank them? He said, no, I'm not thanking nobody. Y'all stopped me from working out. I wanted to work out. You sitting on YouTube talking. You sure you're not gonna tell everybody thank you? Nope. Okay, y'all. Hey, man, y'all have a good day. I appreciate y'all. I'll see y'all on the next one. If y'all have any questions, go ahead and hit me up on the comments or whatever. I'll be around. Okay, peace out, everybody.